Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio June 27, 2022. You can be a little withdrawn or inclined to keep some things to yourself today, as the moon spends the day in your privacy sector. It's an excellent time, in fact, for taking a break or getting extra time for rest. Later today, you could see things through a suspicious lens, as much as you'd prefer to live your life more freely and spontaneously. Fears, competitiveness, or worries can play with your head, and subtle tensions revolving around resentments can emerge. Take this opportunity to explore what may be at the root of rising frustrations, since you might get closer to understanding your deepest, darkest fears. Today and tomorrow hold some nice opportunities, and it makes sense to focus on them. You could have good luck thinking outside the box about financial matters. Analyzing patterns can help you make better decisions. There is something intensely powerful and passionate, as well as secretive about the events of today. The day's planetary alignment highlights a liaison that no one else may know about. It seems to be something that has been kept under wraps for some time, for your own particular reasons. This bond deepens considerably today, and as a result, may have a very powerful effect on your life. What sudden insights are coming up throughout your workday? Since the moon conjuncts Uranus in Taurus, it indicates a subconscious earthquake as you evaluate your commitments, professional loyalties, values, and money. Although you can appear mutable, your inner voice may be more steadfast than you let on. However, the zany conjunction inspires surprising changes, as you may have a radically different perspective of your work, relationships, and finances. Even though this conjunction could potentially be emotionally jarring, it can help you make the correct, intuitive assessment of such professional aspects. There are several opportunities open to you now, which weren't there before. The key to this opportunity is to take advantage of it now. Find freedom in the strange and new. Be a pioneer woman today and venture out into unknown. This is a day to expand and reach new heights by having more confidence in yourself and your abilities. Things will get stale and boring if you keep doing the same things over and over again. A naturally harmonious atmosphere exists between you and your private sphere. You are increasingly at the center of things and are an important person of reference, which could place extra burdens on you. You have an abundance of energy for yourself, your family and friends, and are strong, calm, and harmonious, strengthening family bonds. You can be sure that your loved ones will return your support when you need it. Shed your old life like a snake losing its skin. It's not as if you have to say goodbye to everyone, but it is time to make a big change. You encourage others to be as enthusiastic about life as you are. Your fresh approach, combined with a laid-back attitude, is bewitching for potential dates. Be careful when faced with choices to ask yourself how serious this person's interest is in you. A short flirtation or the start of a more serious relationship. Your temperament as a leader is becoming more and more incompatible with the idleness of the people who surround you. Right now you will have to do everything you can to change this situation. The laxist attitude and irresponsibility of the people around you is beginning to really get on your nerves. What do you want? Not everyone is as perfect as you are. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give others is simply your company. While certainly acts of caring or gift-giving can bring a smile to others, this is not always what is necessary. You, with your fun-loving way, can almost certainly achieve the same results by just doing what comes naturally to you. Take the time to chat with others, share a joke, or give a hug or two, if possible. This is sure to bring plenty of smiles on this day. As the sun spends his first weekend in your income sector, there is a chance to look to the future with confidence, but with a new moon here next week, without having to rush anything just yet. This comes just as Neptune has come to a standstill in his last weekend in direct motion in your career sector. While Neptune is no longer moving, he is still looking to the future and across the income and career fronts. This is a chance to pause, as you take in the view you have of the road ahead on both fronts. Just 3 days after Venus, the planet of love returned to Gemini. The moon not only returns but will quickly align. This is the only time this year that the moon and Venus will align in your sign, something that is putting your heart and your emotional and intuitive responses on the same page, just as you are starting to look at your romantic and relationship desires and expectations for the coming year. Our eyes in the sky. The Taurus moon makes a soft yet helpful connection to Mercury this morning, helping us wake up early and get into gear quickly. If you've been feeling low energy lately, this can be a great time to reconnect with a passion project and a lust for life. Just try not to rush too quickly through the day, and be careful about how much multitasking you do. A collection of tense aspects between Mars, Saturn, and Uranus could mean small mistakes have big consequences. Try not to butt heads with authority figures right now either, because it could leave you feeling powerless or restricted. If any mishaps do occur throughout the day, try to face them head-on rather than waiting until later to handle them. This evening, the moon forms a harsh square to Pluto, which intensifies the cosmic climate we've been contending with all day. Try not to put too much pressure on yourself or others right now, and give yourself permission to take some alone time if you need it. If you do feel weighed down by emotions or responsibilities, a healthy outlet like walking or stretching can help ground you while releasing the physical symptoms of stress. Today could be rough, so it's important that you are patient, gentle, and loving with yourself and your loved ones. In the pre-dawn hours, Mars in Leo forms a trine to Chiron in Aries, helping to counteract self-esteem issues. This influence is healing, allowing us to recognize where false pride has worked against us. Rather than situating us for success, posturing tends to reveal where we secretly feel inept or lacking. At this time, instead of peacocking or overcompensating, we let our creativity, passion, and vitality speak for themselves. By demonstrating our strengths without being a show-off or angling to compete, we help others access their own confidence. Remember, inner strength is just that, interior. It doesn't need to be forced upon others to be valid and powerful. After sunup, the Taurus moon sextiles Mercury in Gemini, which is still not quite out of its shadow period. Themes from the last 2 weeks of May are still cropping up and demanding reflection, and may therefore become the focus of our conversations. We are in the mood to banter and gossip, particularly keyed into how certain information stirs our emotions. For this reason, we are self-aware enough to not linger in dramatic moods, balanced in feeling and intellect. This doesn't mean we are not eager for excitement, but that we have self-control. Because we recognize the power of mood, we can help others analyze their problems, so they don't turn molehills into mountains. This transit is ideal for trivia or playing other competitive but light-hearted games.